Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Victory Park. It's Derby Day. It's Chorley at home to Southport. James, what are you expecting today?
Yeah, I think in for a good game. There's a big crowd here today. Chorley off the back of that last-minute winner away in South Wales on the weekend, and Southport turning it around as of late. So both teams are going to be up for the big game today.
Yeah, of course. I think all of us has only just got our breath back from that game against Merthyr at the weekend. Today there will be a different test for Chorley. Indeed, Southport had a bit of a turn of form in recent weeks, picking up more points over the last 5 or 6 games or so than they have done in any other part of the season. So it'll be an interesting one. As the referee about to put the ball down on the centre circle. It's Derby Day. We're back at the Grant Stovich Park Stadium. Spirits are high, and hopefully Chorley can get the win today. As we can see to our right here, Jane, Southport fans have really filled the Frank Powell stand. It's packed to the brim with away fans there. So it looks as though a coin toss is about to take place. Matt Irwin's walking up to the centre circle. Yet to see Southport captain walk across. There is, of course, their centre back Tom Moore. There it is, both captains in the centre circle, and a coin toss is about to take place. Southport players having a bit of a huddle before kick-off. It will be Chorley who get things underway here. Taylor okay with this ball, with the foot on top of the ball just before kick-off here. Some moments before kick-off now. And we're off. It's Derby Day. We're back at Grant Stovich Park Stadium. And there's a long ball forward straight away from kick-off for Tom Cars. It's gone down, but Mark Ellis will clear. Ball goes out for a Chorley throw early doors. Henley down the line. In towards Card. There's a header over him. And Tom Moore will clear. I think an interesting one to note early doors here. It looks as though Tom Moore is playing more in a midfield role. As he's running over to take what I assume would be a long throw here as we enter the closing stage, just the first minute. Opportunity here for Southport maybe. Tom Moore sends it into the box. It's a good throw. It's headed away by Mark Ellis. It's not fully clear yet. Slew's underneath it. He gives it back to Moore. Slew trying to get it out of his feet. Passing to Moore. Ball played across the box. It's cleared behind by Max Wilson. There'll be a Southport corner here just into the second minute.
Yeah, good clearance there from Max Wilson. It was needed because Chorley are a bit slow to stop Tom Moore's cross there, and it could have caused trouble in front of Matt Irwin.
Yeah, certainly is. Good play early doors here by the Sound Grounders. Put a bit of pressure on the Magpies. It's Chris Zay over to take the corner, being in swinger, on the side close to us here in the press box. Swung in, getting his bounce. It's gone all the way through to the back post. It's not cleared yet. Ellis is up. There's a volley and it's in. And Southport take the lead. Early doors. Can't quite make out who it was, but it's a really good finish. It's poor defending in truth from the corner. Just bounces in the box. Chorley can't clear the line, so there's Chorley man down here in the box as well. It looks to be Mark Ellis down holding his face. It's a great finish from the Southport man, finding the bottom corner on the volley. And think quite like what happened on Saturday. Chorley have succumbed to an early lead here.
Yeah, the Magpies just couldn't clear the lines from that corner with the ball bouncing round, and the Southport man's latched onto it and fired a really good effort into the bottom right corner. Matt Irwin could not get there. There's an early lead here at Victory Park.
Yeah, I mean, poor defending in truth. You expect Magpies to be able to deal with that, but quite like what happened. Quite like what happened at the weekend. They've struggled to defend a set piece there. And it is the away side had taken early lead within 2 minutes. So Taylor O'Kane will get us underway again. But as it stands, physio Pantaxol still providing a bit of treatment here to Mark Ellis, who's just made his way back to his feet inside the Chorley penalty area. So Mark Ellis is to his feet, looks to be holding his jaw from here, walking over to sideline. It's not the start that Charlie would have wanted as play. Starts again. Blakeman sends a swirling ball up into the air. Carr's judged to have pushed the Southport player in the back, so it'll be a Southport free kick. About midway into their own half here.
Yeah, the Magpies need to fight back well here. They can't let Southport control the game early on, especially with the goal up now. They need to start as they did against Merthyr, really, where they look to press the opposition defence well, put them under in trouble and cause them problems, really. And it's not been the ideal start so far.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, but Southport will have another opportunity here. It's another throw, really, in the same position for Tom Moore, which led to the corner which the first goal came from. As Moore throws it in, it's a header away. Smith goes back to Moore. Slew. Moore again. Still out towards the touchline. It's another throw for Southport, and just confirmation that the Southport goal scorer was number 4, Ted Lavelle. Good finish by the midfielder. But Chorley needs to desperately switch on here and try and get the ball away here as soon as it makes its way into the box. It's been all Southport in the early stages. Moore, throw into the box again. Comes off Slew, it will be a goal kick.
First chance here for Chorley to really build some possession because they've barely touched the ball so far in the opening 6 minutes.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, I don't think anyone would have foreseen Charlie going down a goal so early on here, but they've not had a chance to really get a foothold in the game at all, which seems tough to say because they're only about 7 minutes in. But in games like this, they really are going to have to pick up the pace very soon. It's a poor goal kick by Irwin. It's headed by Ganua, but it's sent forward by Irwin. This looks to be a foul on Tom Carr. Referee waves play on. Chris Sayner skips round. Warren Clark goes back to Keane at centre back. Carr's still down here holding his ankle, but Southport ought to play on. Lavelle. Lots of space now with the ball. Gives it back to his centre back in Keane. Carr's still down. Keane sends it out of play. Bit of fair play there from the Southport centre back. Allows Carr to maybe get some treatment. At the minute though, there's no sign of any physios making their way onto the pitch. And Carr slowly makes his way to his feet. Play will resume the throw for Chorley, you'd assume. Max Wilson's over, it's just going to throw it back to Southport, and he does. So Keane, go back to his keeper and Chris Renshaw. Forward it goes from Renshaw towards Pedro. Ellis wins the ball in the air. Moore wins it back. Ellis goes in for it. Can't get there. Slew gets there. It's a ball over the top's paw. Goes all the way through to Irwin. But I think, as I said early doors here, James, a bit of a strange one. Tom Moore, the captain of Southport, is definitely playing in that centre midfield.
Yeah, it's not what we expected, is it? But seems to be working so far. He's looked to control the ball there in that middle of
Great
midfield,
touch
and it's
there by
worked.
Max Wilson. Shame the through ball couldn't work, which he tried doing. Ellis's touch gets a bit away from him. He recovers well with a good challenge. Lavelle falls to O'Kane. Ellis gets the pass out of his feet to Blakeman on the other side of the pitch. Blakeman tries to fizz one forwards, but it's caught by Lavelle. Moore. Southport just playing it around the back at the minute. Number 30, Josh Miles, who, bit of a surprise to everyone, but brought into the 11 for Southport as Luke Burgess, who would usually be playing in this position, got injured in the warm-up. So Josh Miles wouldn't have been expecting to start today, but decision was made around about half an hour before kick-off that he will be. The Southport have got a free kick now, just inside their own half.
Yeah, despite giving the ball away there for a free kick to the visitors, that was better from Chorley to close down the Southport defence, and it put them under pressure, which gave Taylor O'Kane, I think, was it, the chance to force the Southport man into a move. And unfortunately, it gave away free kick, but better there.
Yeah, definitely. That's the sort of intensity that we saw in South Wales on Saturday, really. That relentless pressure, which really, in the end, probably got the Magpies over the line. Obviously, it was a bit of a high press that allowed O'Kane to win the ball back, which led to the goal. As Ellis gets to clear his lines, he does. It'll go out for another throw for Southport, though. I don't think Tom Moore's going to come over to try and take this one. Maybe a bit out of his range. So it'll be Josh Miles, the actual left full back on this occasion, to take it. Thrown to the feet of DJ Pedro. Charlie clear. Max Wilson sends it forwards. Papula's in a foot race here. Just can't nick the ball off Luke Tabone. It goes out for a throw-in though for Charlie. Wilson's told to leave it for Henley. Henley sends it down the line looking for Carr. Miles heads it out for another throw. Blakeman's going to come over to the right-hand side. So launch into the box here. And James, on Saturday we saw a real threat from Blakeman's throws, where Merthyr couldn't really deal with them, couldn't they?
Yeah, for much of the game, his long throw-ins looked Chorley's biggest threat, and they didn't come to anything on that day, but they might now.
There's Blakeman. Sends it in. It's a bit short in truth. Ellis goes down. Referee waves play on the ball. Still in the box here. Wilson can't get control. DJ Pedro clears. Referee's called for a foul on a Southport player who's gone down in the box. I can't really make out who it is from here. I think it might be Luke Tabone. It is. So it'll be free kick for Southport inside their own 6-yard box. But I think today, in particular, we saw the sort of slipped out of Blakeman's hand there, where he tried to throw it into the box. It's going to have to be absolutely pinpoint today because Southport, in particular, are a very, very tall team in comparison to Merthyr. Anyway, Merthyr probably one of the smaller teams in the league. Southport, I think that they probably pride themselves on is that they are very good in the air. It's game started with a drop ball. Ellis scuffs it completely, and it'll be a throw for Southport. Chorley fans aren't happy with that one.
Yeah, the Magpies will certainly put under a physical battle today, and they'll try to overrun the Southport midfield instead, because that's what they've got. They've got a lot of legs in midfield with that 4-man diamond, which it looks like Andy Priest has taken from Saturday into today's game.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you assume with the midfield pivot that Southport have gone with Lavelle and Moore, Magpies should definitely have a bit more pace in midfield. The ball's fallen to Ganua here on the edge of the box. And there's a late challenge there on Murphy Worrell. I can't actually make out which Charlie player it was. It might have been Adam Blakeman. I think it was Adam Blakeman. Might be lucky to avoid not getting a booking here, Blakeman. Looks as though the referee might have a yellow card in his hand, and he does. That's the first booking into the game. Goes Adam Blakeman's way, and I don't think he can have any complaints with that one, James.
No, certainly not. It was a late challenge, and he's Southport man Murphy was quite lucky not to get more seriously hurt because it was fairly late.
Yeah, I agree completely with you there. It's number 27 Southport Critze over it, around about probably 35 yards or so from goal. You'd assume he'll probably opt to cross this in. All of the big men are forward for Southport. Moore, Sabone, Ian, Pedro. I mean, I could keep going for their entire team here, really, but decent opportunity here for the away side to try and double the lead. And it comes from Say. It's going towards the back post. It's going to go all the way through for a goal kick, though. And that might go down as a waste opportunity for Southport.
It'll be another goal kick for Matto, and now Chorley kicking towards the Frank Powell stand where the Southport fans have taken up the majority. Can't see much free space there. They're making good noise so far.
Yeah, why not? It's been a good start to the game, really. Good opening 15 minutes for the Sandgrounders. They've had a fair few opportunities. Chorley, though, are slowly coming to the game a little bit. They do need to try and stamp their authority a bit more, though, as Southport win the ball in the air again. It's Chris Say. Slew's ahead of him. Say he's going to want to go forwards himself. Gives it to Slew inside the box. Henley closes him down. Henley blocks his cross. Max Wilson comes away with the ball. It's won back, though, by Southport. Carr goes in the back of Lavelle. Referee waste play on. Slew goes back to Miles. Southport regain possession once again. It's Luke Tabone, the right side centre back, sends the ball forwards, and it's going to go all the way through to Matto.
And Joel Papula's done better the last 5 minutes to really put the Southport backline under pressure when he can. He's forced them into mistakes like that long ball there, which goes all the way through to Matto.
It'll be a throw for Chorley here. Murphy Worrell opts to just clear it out. Blakeman, it's a long throw down the line. It's not going to make it to Tom Carr. It's put out for another throw by Luke Tabone. But it's probably in an area here where Blakeman can get it into the box. And Harvey Smith and Mark Ellis making their way into the box. We saw Harvey Smith at the weekend win almost every header at that front post, so he'd look to do the same here. Swung in. It's Ellis who's up. It's bounced all the way through. Carr's there. And it's 1-1. Tom Carr, 2 goals in 2 games to TC. And once again, we've said it's those Adam Blakeman long throws which cause a lot of issues for defences across the league. It's just gone all the way through. I'm not too sure whether Mark Ellis makes the first contact, but it bounces in the box. It goes all the way through to TC. It just gets a bit of a flick on with the header. Nothing Renshaw can do. And the Magpies are level here at Victory Park.
Yeah, much needed a reply here from Chorley, and it came as we were talking a few minutes ago, really. Adam Blakeman's throws causing a lot of trouble, and at first I thought it might have gone all the way into the goal without any touch, in which case it would have been ruled out, but no, it seems Tom Carr got the final touch on it, and poor from the Southport man in goal, Chris Renshaw, really, but very much needed for the Magpies.
Yeah, I think we can say that both goals have come as a result of both teams not being able to defend a set piece, which I don't think either manager would be very happy with that going into half time when that does eventually come around. But nevertheless, with Chorley, the level, they haven't been at the best yet, but all that matters really is that they managed to draw level here. Blakeman's going to send a long throw down the line. Goes towards Carr, it's headed away by Moore. Warren Clark gets to nick onto it, so it'll be a throw-in for Southport. Murphy Worrell, that's a long throw. Over the head of DJ Pedro. Mark Ellis sends it forwards. Carr wins the flick on. Good touch by Papula. It's a good challenge on him. By to Bone, but Warren Clark now with the ball. Switches the play to Max Wilson. It's going to be closed down here by Josh Miles. Wilson sends a pass on the line into Henley. He's closed down by Jordan Slew. Goes for a back heel towards Max Wilson. It's cut out, but it'll be a throw. Chorley, good pressure there by the low knee from Preston. Blakeman's going to come over to side near to us to take another long throw. And James, do you reckon this could be a chance for Chorley to get a second, maybe?
Well, this is exactly what Southport won't want. Another long throw less than 2 minutes after the goal came for one. So the perfect opportunity here for Blakeman to put Chris Renshaw under pressure yet again.
Yeah, we've seen Mark Ellis and Harvey Smith make the way to the front post, and it goes. It's going to bounce before it reaches him. Tom Moore or clear. He sends it up in the air. It's going to go out for another throw. Blakeman's going to get a second bite at the cherry here from the throw. It's a bit further back this one, but it's got to be a better delivery this time, James.
Yeah, that last one was poor, and at the moment from this side, it seems like it's more Mark Ellis getting into fights, but the ball causing trouble.
Smith won the first contact with head away. Okay, tries to send it back in, but Southport cleared the lines. Warren Clark wins his header, but DJ Pedro's going to try and keep this in here. Pedro sent out the line to Ganua. Ganua one-on-one here with Henley. It's a pass back into Pedro. He loses his feet. Good challenge on. And it's a shot in the end from Ted Lavelle, the goal scorer for Southport on the edge of the box. It goes way over, but there was a good challenge there from Tom Carr getting all the way back on Chris Say. Ball fell to Ted Lavelle, and well, less said about that effort, the better, really, for the Southport man.
Yeah, you can see with Tom Carr alongside Angelo Papula instead of Harry Ibbotson, Carr works back a bit more than Harry would, and it's crucial there to make that challenge because even though Lavelle's effort didn't trouble Irwin, it would have given him a lot more time to find a better pass if that was available.
Yeah, definitely. As Irwin gets ready to take his goal kick. There's 20 minutes gone here. The Grant Stowe Victory Park Stadium, and it's 1-1 between Chorley and Southport. Tom Carr got the equaliser for the Magpies after a Ted Lavelle opener within 2 minutes for Southport. It's a free kick here for Chorley. Just really on the halfway line. Blakeman is over it. All the usual suspects have gone forwards here in Harvey Smith, Mike Calverley, Mark Ellis. Forward it goes from Blakeman. It gets caught in the wind a bit. Carr wins the flick on, but it's judged for foul. Ganua. Get free kick for Southport.
It's a very soft decision there from the referee. It didn't look like Tom Carr put much force at all on the back of Arthur Ganua, but a free kick to Chris Renshaw just on the edge of his box.
Yeah, I think Carr would probably be making the argument that every time that a ball goes forwards, he has the same amount of contact on him. So, anyway, there's nothing you can do. The decision's been made. And play goes on. Renshaw forward it goes. Ellis wins his header, but manages to head it backwards rather than forwards. Slew and Henley go for it. It's going towards the corner. It's going to be a goal kick. Max Wilson marshalled the ball out despite being under pressure there from DJ Pedro.
Yeah, these last 10 minutes have been a lot better from the Magpies. We've seen their best play comes really when they put the opposition under pressure, which gives them opportunities to attack themselves, and that's where they were lacking really at the start of the game, and partly where Southport's goal came from. But it's been a much better display the past 5-10 minutes or so.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Southport obviously came to the game wanting to start quickly, and they did that really well. But the Magpies have done well to try and take momentum back here at home, as there'll be a throw in here, deep in Chorley territory. Henley sends it down the line. It's going to go all the way through to Keane. Sends it right back where it came from. Ellis and DJ Pedro battling towards the corner. Ellis manages to let it go all the way out for a goal kick. Good defending there. Had the experience centre out for Chorley. Irwin, forwards it goes. Calvley wins the header. Surely a pushing it back there on card. There is. The referee's given it. It was Jordan Keane in the back of Carr, and Chorley have got a free kick just inside the Southport half here. Just another opportunity, James. Brandy Priest's side to maybe get the ball into the box here.
Yeah, Blakeman with the free kick here this time instead of the throw in, but certainly caused danger up there with Mark Ellis and Harvey Smith.
Forward it goes. There's a Southport head. It's headed away again. Max Wilson goes up for it. Slew clears. Warren Clark heads it back in. More clears this time. Carr sends it back up in the air. Good touch by O'Kane. Tries to turn on it. It's dispossessed though by Chris Zave. And Southport coming with the ball. It's a ball sent down the line. Henley's in a foot race with DJ Pedro. And he's pushed to the ground there by DJ Pedro. And Irwin's going to come over. There's a bit of afters here. I think it was a bit unnecessary there from the striker. And Matt Irwin's got himself a booking for coming over and confronting the Southport striker. But it looks for me, James, that was a definite foul from the striker on Adam Henley, and the referee hasn't given anything for it.
Yeah, I think if Matt Owen's going to get booked, DJ
And
Pedro.
DJ Pedro gets booked as well. So I think the referee in the end has made the right decision there. But obviously, DJ Pedro, not exactly renowned for having a crystal clear discipline record on the pitch. I think that's probably safe to say. I think a lot of people here probably would have assumed that he would have got a booking, and he has. Play resume with a throw. Now the line it goes from Henley. Slew heads it clear. Henley gets up well. Papula touched it down. Carr takes it off him. It's a good challenge by Keane. Wilson's going to battle for it. Henley sends it out of play.
Yeah, that Chorley midfield looks more of a normal 4-4-2 formation today, with Max Wilson certainly playing a lot wider than he was at the weekend. Him and Warren Clark on the wings now, it looks.
Southport have played this well. It goes to Murphy Worrell on the overlap on the right. It's a shot across. Irwin gets down well to gather. And he had to hold on to that because DJ Pedro was in there anticipating the spill. Well handled though by the Chorley captain. And he'll roll it out to Mark Ellis. He's under pressure from Slew. Works it into Henley. Henley. Ball forwards looking for Papula. He's rolled his man. Good play here from Papula. Gets around Miles. Cuts in onto his left. It's a good cross into the box. Towards Tom Carr. And really, Carr should have his second of the game there, James. It's a really, really good play from Papula. Cuts inside into his left. Drives inside a bit. It's a cross towards the back post. It's a really good cross. Picks out Tom Carr brilliantly. And I think it comes off Carr's shoulder rather than his head, and it just trickles wide. But more positive signs from the Priest side.
It was a beautiful cross from Papula on his weak foot after cutting inside on the right. And I think we saw from up here Tom Carr making that run at the back post, and Papula spotted it as well. But unfortunately, TC just couldn't really connect to the ball, and it went out for a goal kick. But
No, he couldn't. Yeah, Mark Ellis has gone down here. I think a bit of a coming together between him and Jordan Slew. He's gone down looking as though contact was made with his face. He's back to his feet though now, Mark. And he's now been booked for what I can assume is dissent. I think the referee today, obviously Joe Moss, son of former Premier League referee Jonathan Moss, he's having his work cut out here early on. So there's now 3 Chorley players on a booking. Down the line it goes from Henley. Slews up, wins his header. Say knocks it onto Ganua. Blakeman comes across and sends it out for a throw. Still on the left-hand side here for Southport. Miles is going to take this throw in.
Yeah, Mark Ellis has certainly been involved in his fair share of scuffles so far. A few from corners and long throws as well. Only just over a quarter into the game.
Max Wilson battles there to get ahead of Slew, but it'll be another Southport throw. Miles into the feet of Pedro. It's a poor pass back to him, and it'll go out for Chorley throwing. Down the line from Henley once again. Carr wins the flick on. Miles tries to clear. Moore comes away with the ball, but Calvley nabs it off him. Clark dinks up ball over the top to Carr. Carr does really well to get it under control and he gives it to Max Wilson. Wilson now on the right wing. 1-on-1 with Keane. Wilson has to go back, gives it to Henley. Back into Wilson. Henley again. He's claiming there's a push in the back by Slew, but it's going to go all the way out for a goal kick. I don't think there was really much in that one, James.
No, Henley went down quite softly there under pressure from Slew, and it was looking like it was going to be a good move from Chorley with Tom Carr breaking away, but it just got slowed down with the ball getting stuck under his foot, and unfortunately couldn't pan out to anything in the end.
Yeah, you're right. It's a good ball. Well, clipped over the top by Warren Clark into Tom Carr. Just the ball. Unluckily for Chorley, got caught up in the pitch, and then Carr had to feed it into Max Wilson. And Wilson was sort of backed into a corner by some good defensive work, in fairness, by Southport. As it's sent forwards, it's a Blakeman header, but it goes in behind for Southport again. Chorley can't clear. It's to the feet of Pedro. Slew. Lavelle. Slew. Closed down. He's forced to go back to centre back in Jordan Keane. He sends it across to Murphy Worrell. Southport is playing it out with the defence at the minute. Clark putting Murphy Worrell under pressure. It's a good challenge and he wins a throw there. Warren Clark, really good pressure there by the winger. Blakeman takes it quickly into the chest of Tom Carr. It goes. Carr gets it under control this time. Tries to spin his man. Still on the ball here, Carr near the touchline. He brings it inside. It's a low cross into the feet. Max Wilson tries to spin on it. He just got it under control though, and it's cleared by Southport all the way through to Matt Irwin here.
Yeah, Carr did well to twist and turn and find the ball into the box there towards Max Wilson, but unfortunately couldn't really do much with it. But more good signs for Chorley.
Yeah, certainly. As Mark Ellis sends a long ball forward, it's going to go through for Tom Carr here. There looks to be a push in the back there. Referee waves play on though. It was Luke Tabone on Tom Carr. Carr may have gone down a bit easily, maybe, but there was certainly contact. As Ellis sends another one forward, it's into the midriff of Moore. It's cleared forwards. Ganua's up for it. Okay. Touched it down well for Blakeman, who slips with his diagonal ball. Calvin does really well there to get it to Clark. Blakeman again with another Paul ball. Slew. Closed down by Clark. Slew switches his play to Ganua. There's an overlapping run here from Murphy Worrell. Ganua keeps the ball to himself though. There's a good challenge there by Calvley to win the ball back. Papula. Good switcher play there by Papula. Max Wilson now. A lot of grass to run into. Henley with the overlap. Wilson into Henley, just inside the box here. It's a ball played across. It's cut out by Moore. Wilson couldn't get it out of his feet. Tom Moore's done really well to nick it off him. Slew. Marshall well by O'Kane. It be a Chorley throw midway into Southport's half. But James, yet again, Chorley really has turning the screw at the minute.
Yeah, I think Max Wilson was a second too slow to play that pass to Adam Henley, but still had a good opportunity. But Just going back to that penalty shot on Tom Carr as well, I think he was probably looking for it a bit too much. It's quite unlikely that the referee's going to give that sort of chance. But he's starting to come into the game a lot more, TC.
Yep, Henley sends it down the line. Carr wins. Flick on, but it's sent forwards. Ellis just sends it up in the air. Max Wilson will do well to touch it down. It's a really good touch by Max Wilson. He's done really well there, Max Wilson. He looks to send across and it's going to go out for a Chorley throw. It's going to be Blakeman to come over onto the right-hand side to take it again. And it's pretty much right next to the corner flag, this one.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on Mark Ellis here, because almost every Adam Blakeman throw-in from our side is...
Deep cross, met by the header, Papula. And the 18-year-old on loan from Atkinson Stanley makes no mistake. Brilliant header back across goal, off the post, and the Magpies have taken the lead here for the first time today. 2-1.
Yeah, credit to Adam Blakeman for that. It was a lovely cross in his weak foot as well. It swung towards the back post, and Papula leapt up brilliantly, met it on the header, and it headed back across goal. It hit the post. It looked like Chris Renshaw was going to palm it out off the line, but it made its way into the back of the net, and the Magpies are in the lead now.
Yes, a really, really good header by Papula. Couldn't really see, as you sort of alluded to there, James, whether it was going to go over the line or not, but must have just come off the inside of the post and trickled over the line. But really good from Papula, and he's been really impressive since he came on loan to Chorley all the way back in December. I, for one, have been really impressed by him. But Southport are going to press forwards here. Tom Moore, their dedicated long thrower, if you will, has got an opportunity to get it into the box. And it goes from Moore. It's bouncing the box. It's an effort from Ganua. It's a good block. It's going to go all the way through. And Southport are level. It's DJ Pedro at the back post. And Chorley have failed to deal with another set piece there. It's a long throw from Moore. It bounces. It's cleared, sort of half cleared to Ganua. His shot's deflected and it falls to DJ Pedro. And the striker with a good finish into the bottom corner, and Chorley's lead did not last long at all, James.
Yeah, really disappointing there from the Magpies. Just less than 2 minutes after they're taking the lead, and as you said, Ganua's shot deflected towards the far post where Pedro seemed to have too much space, really. It's just not quite sure how he found that much space, and he'd finished really well, to be fair to him, across Matt Irwin's goal into the far side. And 2-2 here.
Yeah, well, I mean, one thing you can't complain about is that there's definitely goals today. Henley, ball in his hands, sends it down the line, headed away by Slew. Moore, another header, okay. Nods it back to Henley. It's a poor ball there by Henley. Sent forwards by Miles to Pedro, chests it down to Slew. Okay, forces out a throw-in. Down the line from Miles. Slew wins the header, okay. There's a bit of a poor touch there. Smith recovers it for him though. Miles, clip ball over the top. Okay, with a good header this time. Moore gets out of his feet and sends it to Murphy Worrell, the right back for Southport. And now it's at the feet of the left back in Josh Miles. And that's a poor ball from the number 30 there, and it'll be a Chorley throw.
I think Andy Priest will be really disappointed with both goals that Chorley have conceded here tonight, because they've not really come from moments of quality for the visitors. It's more Chorley failing to react quick enough and clear their lines. And Pedro's finish was a good one, but I'm not sure how he was allowed so much space.
It's coming with the ball. It's DJ Pedro. It's an effort. It's a poor effort. It's a really poor effort from DJ Pedro. Chris A came in with the ball there. He splits the Chorley defence. DJ Pedro with a good run, peeling towards the right side of the box. Ball gets played into him. He takes it first time and just sends it miles wide, really, from a one-on-one position. I think really there, Southport would have been expecting to go 3-2 up, James.
Yeah, a real let-off there for Chorley, and could have turned from 2-1 to 3-2 to the visitors in a matter of minutes, really. So, about 7 minutes left till the break. They really need to step up their game.
Anyway, goal kick for Ewan. Up it goes. Calvley wins the flick on Papula. Makes it stick. He can't get out of his feet though. There's a ball forward by Lavelle. Ellis slips. It'll be a Southport throw. Pedro wants to take it quickly. Said he drops it in the end, and he allows the captain, Tom Moore, to throw it in. And James, the Magpies have got to defend this one much better than what they did the last.
Yeah, I think so far it's just about reacting to that loose ball quicker than the opposition.
Moore has this sort of routine every time. Goes to throw it, and it goes once again. It's headed up in the air by Smith. It's still not fully clear. Blakeman sends it long. Murphy Worrell lets it bounce. He wins his header. Papula touches it down. Murphy Worrell sends it back to Renshaw, and Renshaw clears. Smith with the header. Moore comes across, gives it to Slew. Should have been fouled on Moore by Carr. Will it be a Southport free kick just inside the Chorley half?
Yeah, it's like giving the free kick away. You can see how hard Tonkar's working for his team here. He's covering Max Wilson now, who's still up from the attack, and he's working really hard to help his midfield out.
It's Jordan Keane over the free kick. It clips in. It's a deep one. Irwin's come to meet it. He opts to punch rather than catch. Lavelle misses his header. It's going to fall to Ganua. Ganua. It's a deep cross. It's met by the head of Pedro, and it goes well over the bar. But once again, it's the away side with the momentum in their favour at the minute. Still 2-2 here, though. As we enter the last couple of minutes here before half time. James, what's your assessment of the game so far?
I think it's been quite entertaining. Not much control, really. Both sides not great defensively, but also looking threatening on the break. So 5 minutes left. It still feels like there could be a goal before half time.
Yeah, it certainly does. I think both sides really will be extremely disappointed with how badly, in truth, they've attempted to defend set pieces at the minute as Tomkar tries to press Tom Moore. The ball sent up wide here for Ganua on the right wing for Southport. He's going to try and run at Adam Blakeman here. Ganua checks in onto his left. Gives it to Lavelle on the edge of the box. He scored the first goal for Southport, of course. He works it out to Slew. Slew. He's got Henley for company. Slew. It's a cross which comes off the back of Max Wilson, and it'll be a Southport corner. And it's Kritze over to take. Kritze swung in. It's met. The front boy's cleared away by a Southport player. Can't really tell who that was. I think it might have been Ted Lavelle, but Max Wilson I think came under a bit of a strong challenge there. He's a bit disappointed that it's gone a throwing in the way of Southport, but nevertheless, Tom Moore's going to come over and take his time again to take a long throw. Moore doing his little routine again. See a lot of height in the box here for Southport once again as Moore. And it goes to Bones up for it. He wins the header. Henley's there at the back post to steer it clear. It falls to Ganua. Back up wide to Moore. Into the feet of Slew. Slew looks as though he's going to try and get out of his feet to shoot there. He couldn't get one away. Clark nabs the ball away from him. Moore does well, though. It's a challenge by Smith and a clearance by Calvley. Miles will send it back forwards for Southport. It's going to go all the way through to Matt Irwin. And James, probably the best that Chorley have dealt with a set piece today.
Yeah, they have looked better at defending set pieces than the visitors here, but still had some worries early on. But as you said, they've done better as the game's gone on.
Irwin forward, it goes out of his hands. Ball sort of gets caught in the wind once again. Carr. It's a touch. Which have gone out for a throw. Just couldn't get around Josh Miles there. Tom Kerr. Miles down the line. Sent up in the air by Ellis. There's a push in the back by Pedro on Ellis, and it'll be a Chorley free kick.
Could have a fair few minutes of added time here. Mark Ellis was down for a bit, and there's been a couple of the stoppages with bookings handed out, so might be looking at 3 or 4 minutes added on by the referee.
Yeah, you'd assume there'd be a few minutes added on, wouldn't you? Bone wins the header here. Wilson keeps it in play. It's a pass a bit short towards Ellis. And he sends it out for a throw there, Ellis, for the way of Southport. Down the line it goes. Henley gives it to the feet of Calvley. Smith does well to clear it forwards. Papula touches down for car confirmation. There'll be 3 minutes of additional time here at the end of the first half. Good challenge there. And Lavelle clips the ball forwards. It's Irwin and Zay in a foot race. It's going to go all the way through to Irwin in the box. And Zay looks a stamp there. Really, I'm assuming he was going for the ball, the Southport man, but Irwin wasn't best pleased. But I think then remembered that he was on a booking and realised he couldn't do anything. Forward it goes from Irwin. It's going to go towards Papula. Tom Moore's in there ahead of him. O'Kane clips it forwards again. Miles sends Tonfar down, but it'll be a Chorley throw. Henley, just in front of us here, takes his time. Still in the hands of Henley here and down the line. Goes Slew, wins the header. Henley touches it down. Calvley, Wilson, Henley, Wilson. Pass looking for Papula, tries to roll his man. Keane does well. Sabone will try and clear it. It's caught out by Papula. Henley cutting into his left. Gives it to Blakeman. Pass into Papula out of his feet. Shots blocked. Ellis and Pedro battling. Ellis gets the better of him. It'll go for a Chorley throw.
Yeah, there's good pressure there from Papula to put Keane, I think it was, not giving much time on the ball. It won the ball back and nearly created a good opportunity for the Magpies.
Yeah, I think so far, whenever Chorley put a bit of pressure on this Southport back line, they do seem to cave a bit. They don't seem 100% confident when they get a bit of pressure on the ball. Henley sends it down the line. Carr's sandwiched there, but Southport come away with the ball. Say into the feet of Ganua. Ganua cut out by Henley. Wilson clips it forwards. Good touch by Papula looking for Carr. Miles gets across. It's gone straight to Clark. Clark just going to get it under control though. It's given away to Carr. Carr gets it out of his feet looking for Wilson. It's going to go out for a throw in though. It's a bit unfortunate there for the Preston Loney. It looked as though if he was able to keep that in play, it would have been able to have charged on the right hand side there, Max. This is throwing down the line. Max Wilson wins the header. Header finds Bone. Miles. It's poor clearance. It's another throw, but referee whistles for half time here. We'll let you have a little break, get a biscuit and a brew. It's 2-2 between Chorley and Southport. and we'll join you back in about 15 minutes or so for the second half. There's the second half about to come underway here. Sides level at 2-2 going into half time. Southport will get us underway here. For Chris say over the kickoff. No changes made by either side. At half time, as the ball's sent forwards, Harvey Smith will win the header. There's a foul on Tom Carr straight away by the Southport captain, Tom Moore. Blakeman. And there's now a gaping hole at the top of the Chorley dugout. Back to the game. Murphy Worrell with a throw. Down the line. Blakeman tussling with Pedro. It's cleared away by Ellis. It's going to go all the way through for a Southport throw, this time inside of their own half. Murphy Worrell sends it back down the line. I think it's gone out and then in without any touch from any player. So Blakeman will send it back down the line from a throw himself. Push. Looks to be a push in the back there by Tom Carr and Tom Moore. Nothing doing though for the referee. It'll be another Chorley throw. Blakeman down the line again. Tom Carr touches it down. He's battling to get away from Murphy Worrell here. Feeds it back to Blakeman. It's a cross into the box. It's going to go all the way through to Chris Renshaw. And the Southport keeper will gather. Forward from Renshaw. Ellis has to head this. He does. Calverley. Touch away from Slew. Henley tries to fizz it down the line. He gets a second back to Cherry. Into the feet of Papula. Papula. Good ball in behind it to Tom Carr. Tom Carr. He's through. It's a shot. Went for the near post there. Carr just put his foot through it, really. It goes just over the bar, but yet again, it's good interplay between that front two, James and Papula and Carr.
Yeah, we saw the link-up play work well at the end of Saturday's game with Tom Carr's winning goal, and it worked well again there, but unfortunately TC was unable to keep his shot down. It flew over Chris Renshaw's goal.
Yeah, I think Carr knew, really. He's being closed down, but he had defenders getting ready to close him down, and the arrow was getting tighter and tighter, so he opted to put his foot through it, maybe to try and catch Renshaw out at his front post, but just a bit too much elevation on it, maybe leaning back a bit too much. And Southport goal kick is taken, and Chris Say now with the ball on the right wing. Southport, Taylor O'Kane battles with it back. Baron Clark gets it back. Papula gets round Murphy Worrell, and that should be a booking for the full-back, and it is. Yellow card for Paul Murphy Worrell. Bit of afters, maybe between Papula and Worrell, but a Chorley free kick nevertheless. And it'll be that man again, Blakeman. From about 10 yards or so into Southport half on the left-hand side. Probably going to look to swing this towards the back post where both Mark Ellis and Mike Calverley are stood. Blakeman, it does go towards the backside of the box. It's headed away by Moore. Max Wilson clips it back in. It's going to go all the way through though for a goal kick. And Renshaw taking his time. Kicks his post. And sends it forwards. It's going to go towards Harvey Smith. Smith wins his header. It's touched away by Lavelle. Calverley with a header. Moore beaten in the air by Clark. Papula tries to send it behind for Clark, but it goes out for a throw. Murphy rolled on the line. Blakeman wins his header. It's over the head of Lavelle, but Keane will clear. Smith heads it down. Warren Clark turns more, sends it down the line. Towards Carr. It's a good challenge, in fairness, by Luke Tabone, but it'll go out for a throw, and Blakeman will launch this into the box, as he's done on numerous occasions already today. First time in the second half. Blakeman has a long throw. In it goes. It's going to go towards Smith. His shirt's being pulled, but goes all the way through to Renshaw, and he'll gather. And it's sent forwards again by Renshaw. Max Wilson misses his header, and Chris Say manages to send it out wide to Slew. Slew closed down by O'Kane. It's a pass in the middle to Lavelle. Mark Ellis coming back, puts him off, and Calvley comes away with the ball. Carr wanted it in behind. Calvley misplaced it. Murphy Worrell steps up and wins it back. Ganua, one-on-one with Warren Clark. Ganua onto his left foot. It's a cross put into the box. It's cleared away by O'Kane. Moore sends it to Josh Miles. Miles will run into space here a bit on the left-hand side. Gives it to Jordan Slew. Slew being closed down here by Max Wilson. Slew wants to go back to Miles. Miles clips ball into the box. It's poor, and Irwin will gather. Forward it goes from Matui. Angle towards Tom Carr. He wins it, Carr, but it goes all the way to Ganua. There's a Southport press on here, and there's a late challenge by O'Kane on Ganua. Might be a tad fortunate there, Taylor, not to get a booking. Good play, though, by the Southport winger, Arthur Ganua. Managed to get round Warren Clark, and then it's the trailing leg of Taylor O'Kane, which brought him down. At Southport got a free kick just inside centre circle. It's Ted Lavelle who will take to the Sandgrounders. Clips in by Lavelle to Bones up for it. And it goes out for a goal kick. And I feel like James, both teams this second half are sort of in the feeling out process at the minute. Just neither side really in full control at the minute.
Yeah, been fairly end-to-end so far. As you said, not much control. Looking a bit of a feisty game at the moment.
Yeah, definitely is. Irwin's taking his time with this goal kick. The Southport fans behind the goal. Forward it goes from Irwin. Headers won by Ganua. It's going to go through to Slew. Loves to send one over the top for DJ Pedro. He complains that it was pulled back by Smith. Yes. Well, he voiced his complaints with the assistant referee on our side, but no doing for the Southport striker. As Irwin sends it up into the air again, it's going to be an easy header to win for Lavelle. He's headed it up rather than away though. Max Wilson heads it to Papula. Looks like he may have been fouled by Papula, but Southport come with the ball. Lavelle driving with it. Slew. Lavelle. Henley steps up well. Clark goes to Wilson. Ellis sends it forwards. Miles under pressure here from Papula. Keane has to step across. It's a poor touch by the centre back, and it'll be a Chorley throw. Blakeman's going to run over to the far side once again. Just about in his range here to send another one into the box. Ellis and Smith go forwards again, and they'll be hoping that this time one of them can win the first contact, which has eluded him on the previous couple of occasions. Blakeman, in it goes. It's flicked on by a Southport player. It's going all the way through to Papula. It's blocked. Clark heads it to Blakeman, but it's cleared away. Wilson touched it down. He's just handballed it though, but an opportunity there, James, for Papula again. I couldn't count which Southport player it was that made the block, but I'm almost certain that but for that block, Chorley would have probably retaken the lead there.
Yeah, it looked like the Accrington man was gonna tap in just near the far post, but as you said, it was blocked fairly close to the line and an important block for the visitors.
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't even a Chorley head that got the initial contact. I think it might have been Tom Moore who inadvertently flicked it on towards the back post, and it fell for Papula, who, right as he hit it, a Southport man stepped across and put in a real important block for the away side. It's the ball not being able to take the ground of it. And he'll go out for another Chorley throw here. Blakeman sends it down the line to Bone and Carr battling for it. Carr is just out-strengthened there by Tabone in truth. And it'll be a goal kick.
Hear the Southport fans making a lot of noise in that away end there.
Yeah, it's almost as though they're trying to, with the Southport players attacking towards that Frank Powell stand in the second half, they're sort of trying to urge the team on to attack towards them at the minute. Renshaw, once again, taking his time with the goal kick. Forward it goes. Pedro wins the flick on to Ganua. Ganua can't really get it out of his feet. Smith does well. He sends it down the line. It should be a Chorley throw. It is.
Yeah, DJ Pedro certainly looks more fired up now as the second half's gone on. He's unhappy with the referee decision of 5 minutes or so ago.
But one thing for certain about DJ is that he will always put himself about, regardless. He never backs down for a challenge. There's a head injury here. I think it's Mike Calvley. Not too sure whether maybe a bit of dirt. Not too sure whether maybe a bit of dirt has found its way into it or something, but an opportunity for the players on both teams to have a drinks break. Neil Dans, manager of Southport, giving a few of his players some instructions. Player's going to eventually resume the drop ball here, the way of Southport. Keane miscues it, but luckily for him, it falls straight to Moore. Murphy Worrell with the ball forwards towards DJ Pedro. He wins his header, but O'Kane's there under sweep to clear. Blakeman sends the ball forwards. Keane closed down by Papula, but defenders really well to sort of roll. Anjola there. Pedro wins his flick on well. It's sent into Ganua. Ganua, one-on-one with Blakeman into the feet of Pedro. Goes back to Ganua. It's a deep cross towards Slew. It's really touched down well. And it's going to be a Southport corner as we enter the 60th minute. The Southport fans behind that goal have notched it up a few volumes. It's going to be Chris Sayers again. And his deliveries so far have been really dangerous for Southport, so Charlie going to have to be switched on here. Say, swings it in. It's going to be right across the 6-yard box. I think Blakeman got a touch to it, but I'm not too sure why no Southport players are there attacking. That was a really good delivery from Chris Say. No Southport player there to get it, but it does go out on the other side for a corner. This time it'll be taken by Arthur Ganua.
Yeah, they were just missing a man at the back post to tap home there because it looks for all the world like it was going to go in as Chorley failed to clear it, but another opportunity, as you said.
Yes, Ganua. It's going to be another in-swinger this time from the opposite side. Ganua. It's another good ball. Ewan does well to gather that though. And rolls it out from Max Wilson. Charlie going to try and launch a counter-attack here straight away. Wilson still coming away with the ball. It's going to be closed down here by Josh Miles. It's a poor pass though by Wilson. It's going to go out for a goal kick. I think he was caught in two minds there, Wilson, whether or not to go down the line himself or try and feed a through ball into one of Papula or Carr. Carr is furious with that and can't really blame him because that is a real missed opportunity for Charlie there on the counter-attack.
Yeah, Wilson had the switch option with Carr on the left wing. He looked like he had a good amount of space as Southport were a bit slow to get back at the start, and yeah, Wilson didn't really make the right choice in the end.
No, we've seen a few Charlie players been sent to warm up. Sam Bird, Owen German, and Jack Moore there just doing a bit of warm ups. Mark Ellis wins his header, or tries to send the ball in behind towards Ganu, but it goes out for a throw. Seen an awful lot of attempted balls over the top from both teams today, which just haven't been hit with the accuracy or precision that they've needed. As Clark wins his header, he's got one in the back there on his head. I'm surprised the referee hasn't blown up for a head injury here, but play goes on. Okay, and looks to have been pushed there by Chris Ede. It's given us a foul. Blakeman takes it quickly, sends one over the top, looking for Papula. Papula does really well there, battles and wins it. Steps across by Tabone well. Carr clipped into the box towards the back post. It's a good touch there. I'm not too sure who it is. Real good defensive touch. It may have been Josh Miles at the back post. It was. The left back steered it away from Max Wills. I'm sure would have probably been able to have tested Chris Renshaw there had it fallen to him. Blakeman though over the corner. Blakeman is swung in. It's gone all the way in. And Chorley retake the lead. Adam Blakeman, we know how good he is from set pieces. And he's proven it again there. I'm not too sure whether that's what he would have been planning on, but it's a great corner in swinging from the right hand side. Just flies over Renshaw and nestles into the side net at the far post. And Chorley, who've been on top in truth for the past couple of minutes here, retake the lead. It's 3-2 to Chorley.
Yeah, we saw that corner all came from Papula's hard work, winning the ball back. Tom Carr's cross being turned behind for a corner. It was from there that Adam Blakeman swung the ball all the way into the far corner of Chris Renshaw's goal. And to the surprise of everyone in the ground, really. I think I was looking at the far post for someone to head it in, but it found its way all the way into the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, in truth, I saw it coming into the box, and then the closer and closer it got to goal, I was like, oh my word, this might actually go in here. I'm not too sure what Renshaw was doing. It looks as though he just saw it fly over his head, but no complaints from me and from the vast majority of people here in Victory Park. Charlie retaking the lead. It's 3-2. And hopefully this time, James, the lead lasts more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, they just need to settle down a bit. We've seen even with that goal, both teams have.
Oh, this is a nasty clash of heads there between Murphy Worrell and Warren Clark. Warren Clark's down hurt here, and I'm not surprised at all. He's been given us a free kick for Charlie. He's not asked for any medical attention, Warren, but has to be a sore one. That we saw that right in front of us there, just collided heads. Back up to his feet though, Warren.
Harvey Smith wasn't happy with Murphy Worrell's challenge on Clark, but the referee not too annoyed with it. Didn't give a yellow card out.
No, I mean he went for it with his head, so there was no malice in it whatsoever, really. I think he was just definitely going for the ball with his head and inadvertently headed Warren Clark. So one for both players, probably. So sent down the line to Tom Carr here. He's got 3 men around him. He does well to win a throw. Blakeman is going to be over it. He's asked for Harvey Smith to go forwards and Mark Ellis, so he's going to be launching this one into the box again, you'd think. I do think, James, it's probably one of those games where Charlie could do with a 2-goal lead. And in it goes. It's headed away. Really well up there. There's Blakeman. Good skill there by Blakeman. Crosses it in on his weaker right side. It's going to be flicked on. Ganua clears. Yet again, though, Chorley plugging away here. Southport really struggling to deal with these balls into the box, quite like Merthyr were on Saturday. I do think, James, that the delivery into the box has certainly improved over the course of the game for Chorley.
Yeah, as with Saturday, Adam Blakeman's looked the most dangerous threat for the Magpies, and another long throw now, another opportunity to test Chris Renshaw out.
Yeah, this time from the other side. And it goes from Blakeman. Smith looks to have been pushed to the ground there. Referee's not going to give anything. Blakeman clips it in towards the back post. Ellis swings a foot. Well, I'm not too sure how that's found the back of the net as well, but Mark Ellis gets a goal. It's 4-2 to Chorley. It's a deep cross from Blakeman. Ellis swings a foot on the volley and it bounces over Renshaw. Once again, I think the keeper's probably got to look at himself there. It's probably another mistake. But Chorley go 2 goals to the good. Mark Ellis gets a goal in his return from suspension. And James, it's a real chance here now for Chorley to keep the 3 points.
Yeah, goal almost from nowhere. I don't think anyone expected Ellis's attempt to find its way past Renshaw, and it's not been a great game for the Southport goalie. But as you just saying 2 minutes ago, the game that Chorley really need a second goal here to go ahead, and 4-2 now to the Magpies in what's been a thrilling game so far.
Yeah, definitely. And we've seen the threat that Chorley have been posing from those balls into the box, whether it be from the throw-ins or from the cross. That's the second time today that Blakeman's got an assist from a cross directly. It was a really good delivery again from Blakeman, just another deep one towards the back post. I'm not too sure he would have envisioned that being the way that it would have been turned home, but Ellis meets it and he's done what you've got to do. It's a clean connection and it sort of goes into the ground and bounces over the head of Renshaw, who, for the world of me, I can't understand what he tried doing to try and save it, but it's not worked again. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's been 4 shots on target today for Chorley, and all 4 have gone in. So make of that what you will, if you can count the corner as a shot.
Yeah, it's not been a great day for the lovers of defending out there, but Andy Priest won't be complaining right now with his side on a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, not one bit. It's O'Kane does well to win a header. Wilson tries to send it in behind. Maybe should have held on to that. Calvary with the late challenge. Never mind, he's won the ball. Wilson, Blakeman, O'Kane goes back to Smith. Smith sends it forwards, trying to put the Southport backline under even more pressure. Sent forwards by Moore. Smith does well to get up from Pedro. Smith, Blakeman, cleared away by Murphy Worrell. Henley with a header. Slew. Miles with ball now on the left. Goes back to Key. Challenged by Carl Murphy Worrell.
We saw Adam Blakeman out of the team for a while recently, fairly recently, with Warren Clark deputising at left back in quite a few games, but Blakeman certainly looked back to his best in these last couple of games against Merthyr and now tonight. His set pieces are deadly in the opposition box and his delivery is excellent.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Blakeman's comfortably one of the best players in the league when it comes to set pieces and overall distribution of the ball. I think you can't have any arguments with that, really. There's Southport send the ball in behind here for Pedro. Going to go all the way out for a goal kick if it makes it, and it does. And there's going to be a substitution in the offing here for Southport. It's going to be Malachi McKenzie to come on for DJ Pedro. So the man who scored the second goal for Southport comes off, and number 11, Malachi McKenzie, comes on. Looks as though Ganua has gone into the striker position and McKenzie will slot into the right wing position. So a slight change of personnel on the pitch.
Yeah, just going back to Adam Blakeman, depending on if his throw in the first half had a touch before Tom Carr tapped it in, he could have a goal and 3 assists tonight, so not a bad night for the fullback.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen the best of Blakeman in the past 2 games. This is really is bread and butter, really. Lots of set piece opportunities for him too. And plays to the resume here with a goal kick from Matt Irwin. 72 minutes on the clock. Chorley 4, Southport 2. Forward it goes from Irwin. Flick on by Tom Carr. Headed away by Keane. Murphy Worrell sends it forwards. Malachi McKenzie's going to stretch his legs for the first time, but Blakeman gets there ahead of him. Into the feet of Carr. Just can't get it to stick. Moore. Southport captain nicks it off him. McKenzie with his first touch gives it away to Warren Clark. And Warren Clark skips away from McKenzie and then loses it and is fouled by, I want to say, Tom Moore. I mean, for a second I thought it would have been McKenzie, but Moore was the one who had a grievance with it, so I'm going to assume it was the Southport captain who committed the foul. Blakeman with yet another opportunity to swing the ball into the box, and you know what, James? It wouldn't be daft to say that Charlie could get another goal here.
Yeah, be Chris Renshaw's worst nightmare at the moment, Adam Blakeman's delivery. He's been troubled by it all night, and he's just not got to grips at all.
So Blakeman, about 40 yards or so from goal. It's clipped in towards the back post. It's headed away well. Calvley puts it back in. And I think that might be Renshaw's first save of the night there. Header from the edge of the box from Calvley straight into the hands of the keeper. Sent forwards by the keeper. O'Kane is there. He gives it to Irwin. Irwin punts it forwards. Maybe not as far as he would have liked, but it's going to bounce through to Papula. Papula does well. O'Kane, long ball, just a bit too much power over it for Carr. It's going to go through to Renshaw. He'll roll it out to his right back in Murphy Worrell. Murphy Worrell with a pass on the line. It's poor. Blakeman just sends it up into the air. Worrell with the header. McKenzie does well. Murphy Worrell given straight back to Blakeman. Blakeman clips into the head of Carr. McKenzie steps across, but it goes out for a Chorley throw. And Blakeman, we know the drill by now. He's going to send this into the box, and it's up to Southport to try and deal with it again. The usual suspects are forwards, Mark Ellis and Harvey Smith. Will this one bear fruit like the other one did? Long throwing sent in by Blakeman. It's poor in truth. This one, it's headed away by McKenzie before it reaches any Chorley player. Henley's got a bounce ball to deal with. He does it well. Blakeman sends it further down the line. It's straight into Murphy Worrell with a bit of space here. The fullback sends it forwards. O'Kane skews his clearance. Luckily for him, Henley's behind and he sweeps it clear to Blakeman into the feet of Clark. Clark with a pocket of space here. Closed down by Lavelle. And it'll be a Chorley throw.
Warren Clark's starting to come into the game more now these past 5 or 10 minutes, battling well in midfield, picking the ball up, looking for options.
Yeah, I think Warren Clark's done really well today, especially with his pressing more so rather than anything on the ball. But now he's getting the ball a bit more. Blakeman gives it to Tom Carr. Carr back into Blakeman. Sent down the line to Clark. He's closed down by Tom Moore. Tries to get around him. He's good skill by Warren Clark. Goes into the box. Played across to Tom Carr. It's a good block. I think it's a block by Jordan Keane. And it'll go out for a Chorley corner. And Chorley, unlike his first attempt on the volley, which found the back of the net, this one flies into the stand behind the goal. And it's going to be another substitution here made by Neil Dans for a player who hasn't got shirt number on the back, but that is because it's Sonny Hilton who will be coming on, lately named as a substitute. He should be number 18, but Sonny Hilton, who was named as a substitute about 30 minutes before kick-off, makes his way into the pitch. And Chris Zay, who really I'd probably say has had a quiet game in truth, which will be disappointing for him, and Southport fans makes way. So Sonny Hilton on for the Sandgrounders. And he gets the first touch straight away. Smith clears it forwards. It's going to go out for a Southport throw.
Yeah, Chris Say looked threatening from set pieces, but not really much involvement on the ball in open play. I think Mike Calvin and Taylor O'Kane worked really well to counteract his potential there.
Yeah, I think Taylor's done another good job today of just, like he did with Twomley really at the weekend, just marking the main threat of the team. As you can see, he's sticking to him like glue, and it's Max Wilson who puts in a good challenge straight away on there on Hilton, but a bit more on O'Kane really. That's his role, just mark the main danger man out of the game, and he's done it so well now, 2 games in a row. Really growing into this Magpie midfield, O'Kane.
Yeah, I know Priest will be delighted to have secured his future till the end of the season. He's been really important for Chorley as they look to push up the table.
Waitman sends it away. Murphy Worrell can't get it under control. Warren Clark battles with him to win it back. Tom Carr done really well there to keep the ball there. Calvley back into the feet of Carr. Poor touch from Carr. I'm not too sure he really wanted it back that soon from Calvley though. And Southport come away with the ball. It's Josh Miles now on the left. Into the feet of Ganua. Chance to step away from O'Kane. He has to come back. Pass is almost cut out by Clark, but Moore feeds it into Murphy Worrell. It's a pass which finds its way somehow to Ganua. McKenzie. Deep cross. It looked to be a good one. Ellis got up well. O'Kane flicks it further away. Murphy Worrell goes back to Tabone. Luke Tabone gives it to his centre-back partner, Jordan Keane. No real rush here, Southport, despite being 2 goals down. As I say that, Tabone sends the ball forward. Clayton with the header. Calvley flicks it on. Carr flicks it on. Papula tries to spin. Carr wins it back. Really good work here by Tom Carr, driving forward. He has a shot from range, and no real danger there for Renshaw. He, instead of catching it first time, he just nods it down to himself and then catches it. But Southport bringing it forwards again here. Josh Miles, pass out wide to Jordan Slew. Slew, closed down by Henley. Slew makes his way into the box. Henley puts a challenge. It's a fist across the box. It's powered away by Irwin. Calvley gets it clear. Wilson driving forwards. It's a long ball. It's a great ball by Wilson into Papula. Papula. Oh, it's good defending though by Luke Tabone, and Papula fouls Tabone. Bit of a soft one that, James, in truth. But it gives chance for Charlie to make 2 substitutions. It's going to be Jack Sampson and Owen German to come on. Mike Calvley's going to make way for Owen German. And Tom Carr's going to make way for Jack Sampson, so it's the return of Sampo. Be a good run out this for Sampo to come back. Good game for him to come back on, and I do think it's a game that'll suit him really to be able to get the ball to his feet, and a change for Southport as well, as Jordan Keane makes way for Matty Williams. So 3 substitutions there, 2 for Chorley. Mike Calvley makes way for Owen German. Tom Carr makes way for Jack Sampson, and then for Southport, Jordan Keane makes way for Matty Williams. As a ball sent forwards from the goal kick, Henley will clear and go up for a Southport throw.
Yeah, I think Tom Carr had a really good game. He looks back to his best now with that goal against Merthyr on Saturday, giving him confidence. He's just dropping off Papula a bit throughout the game, finding space, and he looked really good in that role just behind him.
Yeah, and he may have a goal today, but we're not overly certain whether it was him who made the final contact, whether it was him or a Southport defender. It was Carr who wheeled away in celebration. It was him who picked the ball up and thrust his arms into the air. But we'll have to check that one back after the game as to whether to fully award it to him. But Southport have got a free kick here just inside their own half. Sent forwards by Murphy Worrell. It's towards the box. Harvey Smith gets up well. Jordan Slew is there. He's been sent backwards. Sonny Hilton oh, playing with a shirt with no number on the back. Josh Miles into Slew. And there's a real poor ball there by Josh Miles. I'm not even sure who he was aiming that for there, James, but it goes straight out for a Chorley throw-in.
Yeah, really lackluster there from the Southport man, just giving the Magpies a chance to regroup. And just going back to the subs of Samson and German, I think Andy Priest will be really happy with his squad depth now, with players coming back from injuries, almost got covering every single position. The likes of Samson, Ibbotson, Lalkovic on the bench. It's a really strong situation for the Magpies now.
Yeah, definitely. I think, as you said, it seems to be covering almost every position on the pitch, but I think the important thing for Sampo now is just get a bit of minutes into his legs. As Papula's going to chase this ball down. It may end up coming to him here. No, Josh Miles is back on with a poor pass from Miles. Renshaw has to come out. It's a good challenge in truth by the Southport keeper. Probably the best thing he's done all game. And he prevents Papula from getting on the back of a dodgy back pass there from Josh Miles. As beneath us, we can see Milan Lalkovic getting ready to come on. Probably in the next break of players. Harvey Smith versus Marshall Ganua, and it goes out for a throw. And now a substitution will be made for Chorley. It's going to be Angelo Papula, who makes way for Milan Lalkovic. So I think we can probably assume it might be a slight change of system here for Chorley. I'm not too sure what it will be. Lalkovic goes out to the right wing. I think Max Wilson might play as more of a number 10 role here with Sampo as the lone striker. O'Kane goes up and wins the header. German wins the header. Clark wins the header. It's touched down by Tom Moore. He sends it out towards Slew. And Henley now wins the header. German again. The ball's not touched ground for a fair few seconds here. And it's still up in the air. And it's sent down the line by Hilton. Here's Smith will hook it clear. Moore in the air. Lalkovic gets it down the net, but gives it straight away to Hilton. Warren Clark battles to win it back, and it's a great nutmeg by Clark on Murphy Worrell. It's pulled back. Murphy Worrell's on a booking. And I think he's got to go here, Murphy Worrell. And it is, it's a second yellow card for the Southport right back. And it gets worse and worse for Southport and better for Chorley. Good skill there by Warren Clark to get around his man. Left Murphy Worrell with no choice but to try and pull him back to try and prevent Chorley going through. He pulls back Warren Clark. Warren goes down. And Southport are now down to 10 men. And without trying to tempt fate here, James, you would assume Chorley got a very good chance of keeping their lead and getting another 3 points.
Yeah, 2 goals up and 5 minutes left plus stoppage time. Andy Priest just wanted side to see out the game here, not cause too many worries in defence. And yeah, Joey Moss didn't really have much choice with that decision there. Murphy Worrell pulling Clark back and didn't really give him much help.
There's Blakeman sends the ball into the box. Ellis is up for it. It's a poor touch by Ganua. It's going to fall here for German. He'll get a second bite. That's it. Gives it to Lalkovic. Lalkovic clipped into the box. His header from Samson. It's off the post. And it's cleared away. So unlucky there, Samson, on his return. Lalkovic wins it back. Slew's pulled him back there, and it's going to be a free kick for Chorley, but really good play by Lalkovic. It's a great cross into the box. We've said all night, Southport have really struggled to deal with these crosses into the box. Samson wins his header, and he'll be annoyed with himself there, Samson. Towards the back post header. It's a really good header. It just hits the wrong side of the post, then hits Renshaw, and then it's cleared away. But Blakeman's over a free kick here, and I don't know, James, did you say this is potential shooting opportunity, maybe?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's got a good angle with the left-footed angle, and I think with 4-2 up, he's got the license to have a go, really, especially with the game he's had as well.
Yeah, definitely. I do think he might go for goal here, Blakeman. That being said, Smith, Ellis, Sampson, forwards. It's Blakeman. He's gone for goal and just a bit high and wide, really. Never managed to get the correct direction on that one. Renshaw's goal kick. Forward it goes. Good header by Ellis. Matty Williams struggles to deal with it. It's going to fall for Sampson here in the box. Matty Williams recovers. And it's a clearance which prevents it going behind for a corner. It'll be a throw though. Blakeman's going to go across to take another long one. And Chorley still not letting up here. They smell blood. They want more than the 4 goals they've already got.
Yeah, they've just overpowered the visitors in the second half. Since they've scored the 3rd goal, they've just been absolutely dominant. Southport have barely had a touch, really.
As Blakeman sends it in. It's headed away by Matty Williams, the substitute. It's going to fall for Lalkovic. Gives it back into Blakeman. Gives it to Lalkovic again. Lalkovic, it's a poor ball, but it's going to go all the way through to Sampson here, just on the edge of the box. Gives it to Clark. It's fizzed across. It's cleared away by Lavelle. It's going to be a throw-in. Again, this time on the side, near to us. Blakeman is going to slowly make his way over to this side. Launch another one in. I mean, I've not been keeping count, James, but if I was to guess, there's been at least a dozen of these long throws today from Blakeman. And he takes it short this time to Henley, trying to catch the Southport defenders off guard. Gives it back to Henley. It's a cross. It's cleared away by Moore. Ellis, who didn't go forwards, gets it. It's also send the diagonal towards Sampson. Sampson tries to get it under control. It's cleared out. It'd be another throw for Chorley. And at the minute, it just seems to be rinse and repeat for Chorley with these long throws. Well, throw-ins in general.
Yeah.
Southport just can't get out of their own box at the minute. Blakeman into the box this time. Williams is there. It's cleared away. And you guessed it. It's another throw.
Yeah, just a few minutes left here, and Southport can't find a way out of their own half. Magpies just dominant in possession, keeping the chances coming, not giving the Sandgrounds any opportunities.
It's Wilson. It's a clip ball. Wilson. They got the header all wrong, and Southport will have a throw in right towards their own corner flag here. And there'll be 5 minutes added on here at the end of the 90 minutes. The attendance has just been announced here at Victory Park to be 1,104. Angelo Papula has been named man of the match. Throwing in for Charlie just inside. Well, I say just inside, about halfway into their own half. Blakeman in no rush. Sends it down the line. Moore wins the header. It goes up for another throw. Plenty of Southport fans making their way to the exits. Down the line it goes from Blakeman. It's headed away by Moore again. Slew's got his arm all the way around Ellis there, with nothing doing for the referee. Sent forwards by Moore again. Smith battles for it. He wins it. Okay, makes it stick. Bit of a hopeful ball from OK. It's going to trickle all the way out for a goal kick. And really, James, I think the outcome's probably going to be a 4-2 win here for Chorley as we enter the second minute of additional time. It's going to be first time since September where the Magpies have had back-to-back league wins. Those wins coming in 2 home games against Southport and Macclesfield. So onwards and upwards from the Priest's side at the minute. And what a time of the season it would be to really try and click into form.
Yeah, it seems like they've just started to turn a corner, kick-started by that Tom Carr last-minute winner at the weekend. It's been a really good display, especially the second half tonight, and Andy Priest will be delighted with his team's performance.
Yeah, and I think importantly, again, obviously it's not ideal conceding first in the game, but it shows the character in the group at the minute where, despite going a goal down, they've still been the better team in the majority of the game, just like they were against Merthyr, and they've managed to turn the game around again, just like it was against Merthyr. So there's a lot of positives to take out of it. Obviously, in an ideal world, they wouldn't be conceding at all, and they'd be shrugging every team, but it's a real positive sign that despite trailing early on in games, that Andy Priest's side are just able to build up and say that we're not going to let it bother us, we're the better team, and end up winning the game, and they've done that again today. Southport swing it into the box, it's an effort from Slew, it's going to go all the way through to Irwin.
Yeah, I think it's been similar to Saturday's performance as well. The goals for the opposition haven't really come from a poor overall performance for Chorley. It's just a couple of mistakes, lack of reaction time. So once Andy Priest can iron out those mistakes in his side, they look really well set for the next run of games.
Yeah, it's just about they've just been a bit more switched on from those set pieces, really. But as I say, once again, the set pieces for Charlie have looked a real threat today. Sort of like a flashback to last season, really, where the whole set piece again, LA came for Charlie. But real good performance again for Charlie, and they thoroughly deserve the 3 points they're going to get when the referee eventually blows his whistle here, as Tom Moore's got a throw in around halfway. Sends it down the line towards Ganua. Blakeman heads it clear. Sherman, the substitute, sends it into Sampson. Good touch by Sampson. Uses his body well. Good skill by Sampson as well. Looked to have been fouled there maybe, but goes out for a throw in. Good play there by Sampo. Blakeman down the line. Sabone gets ahead of Sampson. Laukovic though now with the ball. Gives it into Blakeman. He sends it down the line. Looks to be a late one there by Mackenzie on Blakeman. And the referee's gone back to give a free kick for that late challenge by Mackenzie. A bit of a naughty one there, but a substitute. I think Blakeman's done well there, James. Probably not to react to that.
Yeah, I saw Chris Anderson on the bench was livid with it as well, and slightly strange from the referee to go back a bit late. He must have had a word in his ear from the linesman or fourth official.
Or maybe the fourth official, I assume, probably. Magpies. Back-to-back wins for Chorley for the first time since September. James, more and more positives for the side. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, it was a truly effective performance in front of goal, especially the second half, and they just dominated the proceedings after half time. The visitors didn't really stand a chance. Chorley showed their best that they can offer. It's really positive signs for Andy Priest and his side as we look ahead to the coming months.
Yeah, definitely. And just finally from me, the 4 goals. Tonka, we think, got the first one, although it may have been an own goal. Kapula with the second for Chorley. Blakeman got the third direct from a corner. And then the fourth was Mark Ellis. So from me and James, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And we'll now switch our attention to Saturday's home game against Radcliffe. Good night.